You deserve a beautiful life. You deserve everything that's good. And it's not just the best version of you that deserves. Every single part of you that has been involved in you becoming who you are deserves a beautiful life. Make your mistakes. Love yourself. Love yourself. Peace.
Welcome to The Wall. Today we're going to talk about how older women are furious because younger women are taking the high-value man, while the leftover women are left watching from the sidelines. I'm not asking for anything except your like. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 likes on this video. Leave a comment with your experience and wisdom. We always pin the best one for the community. Subscribe, and let's get started.
Story time. I'm officially dating and getting to know an older man. And when I tell you, life has been so different, but for the better. For the better. So let me tell you, if you've never dated an older man, what it is like, what you can expect, and how you should be moving. Number one, I've realized that older men don't play games. They're not going to do oh, let me text you back 2 days from now and let me play like all that bullshit hard to get, acting like a little man child diva thing. They ain't doing none of that. They need your authentic self to come out from the get-go. Okay? They like you to be yourself. They're going to ask you the hard questions. They're going to pay attention to how you truly are. They're going to ask you about your past, your present, and what your future goals are and make sure that they align. All right? The same way how a lot of us women, we need to ask the questions to make sure that a man aligns with us. They also doing that work to make sure you align with them. Okay? So you have to be honest. You have to be forthcoming. You have to be real because they're going to see through your BS. And I will say it's the first time in my life I feel an immense amount of respect for a man that I'm getting to know. And I understand everyone's different. There's people that are older that are still children inside. There are people that are younger that are super wise and have tons of life experience. But I will say this, the man that I'm getting to know, he's just amazing. He's amazing. He's warm and kind and real and funny and cool and swaggy, and that's a lot. So I'm saying, sis, if you don't know how to meet older men, let me know if I should make a series on this. But I will say this might be the life hack that I've never tried before that actually might be changing everything for me for the better. And the funny thing is, too, one of my exes told me that I should be dating an older man. I'm like, he manifested it for me. Thank you.
Hey, bro. What? Oh, my God!
Most of these young women are looking for something only an older man can offer: direction, character, and stability. A man in his 40s isn't guessing what to do with his life. He's already clear on it: money, work, purpose, and often property. That man doesn't improvise. He's the result, not a promise. And that's what attracts them: real security, not someday promises. Women, even if they won't admit it, don't want to build with you. They want to show up when everything is already built. That's why the mature man has the advantage. He knows how to filter, he knows his worth, and he doesn't waste time on nonsense. If she doesn't bring peace or comes in with the "I'm the prize" attitude, he takes her off the pedestal and moves on.
This is for my girlies that like to date older men. Listen up. Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. So you like to date older men, mainly because they're established. Don't tell me that you like them for any other reason, my love, because let me tell you something. A 27-year-old without clothes on does not look like a 57-year-old without clothes on, and you are not going to pick the 57 or 67-year-old without clothes on, giving me option. But whatever, we all did it. I did it for food for the better half of my 20s. I just want you to think about some things. It's great to date, and it's a lot of fun. But I need you to realize that you're in your 20s now and he's in his 40s, maybe 50s. But when you're in your 40s, he's going to be in his 60s, maybe 70s. Some factors I need you to think about. Does he have kids? Are you going to be splitting the lot with the kids? How much does that leave you? Does he want more kids? Are your kids going to have to split the lot with his kids? Is there enough in that lot for the lifestyle you're living now and your future kids and his kids to live? Because he's going before you and you're going to still be young and have a lot of life to live. When you are 50, he is going to be 70 and you are essentially going to be slightly his nurse. When I look at some of my exes that were 20 years older than me now, I'm like, they're such old men and I am a young woman. Now, I am not telling you not to date them and have a great time on their tab and make sure that they are investing in your future. What I am saying is there really a reason to marry them if there's not a G5 and a giant yacht that's going to be left in your name?
The hypocrisy of women. When she was young, she was a gold digger who dated older men. She was probably one of those women always traveling, taking pictures in expensive places, but never showing the sponsor behind it all. Now that she's older and no longer in high demand, she criticizes the very same things she used to do. It's no lie that many are gold diggers, but a man would have to be a fool to marry a woman like that. You can date her, have kids if you want, enjoy the relationship, just don't marry her. A lot of women will accept that, because these days, a well-established man who offers stability is rarer than a beautiful woman. Believe me, so enjoy yourself and let these older women crash into the wall.
The family matter and the truth of the matter, here was God's plan to show y'all the liar.
Do older men hit different? And let me tell you something. I'm not a seasoned vet in this. I've only dated one older man, and it is the older man that I'm dating now. I like to call him a seasoned gentleman. Okay. I would say yes. It's very different in a positive way. And it is due to the fact that he has learned from his past and he's used the knowledge that he's learned and actively worked on himself. He goes to therapy. He has 2 therapists. He is very ambitious, very honest, very authentic. He's very sure of himself and he is very in tune with himself. And because of those attributes, he's able to love and respect me in a beautiful and honest, authentic way. Now, do all men do this? No. People can live to 300 years old and never get to know themselves. People can be 5, 10, 15 years old and are authentically themselves and want to be better. So it's not necessarily just because of his age. It's a lot to do with who he is as a person. But I will say that probably on average, most men don't do that kind of work until they're older or until they realize they have to for whatever reason. So short answer, I'm going to say yes, it does hit different, but because of the man that I'm dating. That's on period.
I'm telling you this as a man. When you have direction, purpose, and self-respect, it doesn't matter if she's the most independent, empowered, or calls herself high value. A woman changes completely in front of a man who isn't afraid to lose her, who sets boundaries, and who protects his peace over any kind of drama. Feminine energy comes out naturally when she feels that if she doesn't bring something to the table, she'll be replaced without hesitation. It's not about mistreating anyone. It's about the fact that a woman knows perfectly well that a high-value man doesn't tolerate games, emotional blackmail, or disrespect. She knows that if she crosses the line, she's out. That's why she feels something different, because she's dealing with a man who already has a life, and it's her who has to adapt if she wants to be part of it.
Lately, I haven't been discriminating against, older or younger men. I've kind of been both teams. I sort of want to be somebody's mommy and like just be older than them. I think that would be kind of hot, but at the same time I've always had a love for like an older person and just being like innocent and sweet and like small and young. And I think will choose the older man because I think it's so funny when they're like telling you a story like, oh yeah, back in my day whenever we used to have like, you know, the CD player, portable CDs, and I'm like, what's that? What's a portable CD? And they're like, oh yeah, we used to put cassette tapes in our cars and get down to this. I'm like, what's a cassette? You're like so old. I've never even heard of that. What is that? Again, like, honestly, some of the things I actually have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. I'm like, I've never heard of that. I never had a MySpace, but like some people would just be like, oh my god, that was the shit, like LimeWire or whatever the fuck. Like, what the hell? I really don't know what that is, but I think it's so like, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so young compared to you. Oh, shut up.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
At the very least, she might as well be dating your grandfather, because there's a big difference between a man being 20 years older and him being 30 years older. I don't recommend immature women like this, even if you're just looking to have some fun. She doesn't date guys her age. She only goes for younger ones for obvious reasons, and much older men for their money. So when it's like that, I don't recommend her. If you're an older man too, look for a young woman with character, someone you feel good with, but not one who's juggling you with 5 others, because in that situation, you're the only one who's going to lose.
I'm dating someone 25 years older than me. Yeah, an age gap relationship. And let me tell you the pros and let me tell you the cons. Because, baby, which one outweighs the other? Honestly, I feel like I always knew I was going to be with someone much older than me. Okay, not much older, but older, okay? And basically, I think is more pros than cons. And that's why I'm in an age gap relationship. Pros are, I feel like they're more ready to settle down, which is good. You don't have to deal with a lot of drama. I'm drama a little bit myself, so we don't need like to clash. I feel like they're more patient too. I could be wrong, I don't know, but I feel like they're more patient with you versus someone my age. Like, I love that. It's also kind of fun because we're in totally separate generations, and it's just like so exciting because I can show him like my lifestyle and he shows me his, and it's just like so fun. Sometimes we don't agree with things because of our age gap, but that's okay. I feel like they're more mature. In most cases they are because they have wisdom and things like that, and they lived a while. So yeah, you can learn a lot from somebody that's much older than you, and I love that because I'm all here for learning new things. The cons are, honestly, it's not that bad. Like the stares in public, of course people stare because they're like, what's the dynamic of this relationship? They can't seem to figure it out. But yeah, the stares I'm kind of used to it now. Of course, family members not agreeing. My family, they accept him because they know who he is. He's a genuine, sweet guy, and I love that. It would be hard if my family didn't approve of him, but they do. Another con is sometimes, since I'm in a different generation, he doesn't get why I do certain things. It's just because, like, I was born into, like, the electronic social media type of stuff, and he really wasn't. So that's kind of like a conflict with like social media, but that's okay, we're working that out. But yeah, that's literally like all the cons that I can think of. Age gap relationships aren't bad, honestly. If you're thinking about being in an age gap, just do it. Like, who cares what other people think? Like, age is just a number. Until next time.
Brother, if there's no legal contract involved, then everyone should live their life as they see fit. That woman's not a child. She knows exactly what she's doing. She introduced you to her family. She likes you. She feels good with you. So there's nothing to criticize. Now, if you're the older man in this equation, don't be naive. Don't get married. Don't put anything in her name. Don't make the mistake of signing away your peace in exchange for company. Want to enjoy life? Do it. Want to be with a younger woman? Enjoy your win. You earned it. But be clear about one thing. A free union protects your freedom. the paper doesn't. You worked your whole life for your stability. Don't risk it all for a feeling. Enjoy yourself, but keep your eyes open. Love can be real, but the law doesn't forgive carelessness. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. Why are more and more women looking for older men? Why are older women upset that younger women are dating older men? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.